Hi buddies, I'm Ike and you're welcome to Ajax. In today's episode, we are going to be completing the left hand side for our index page. We are going to be building the Ajax file which asynchronously goes to the database based on whatever the user keys into the search box in the left hand side right here. And so based on that, we're going to go into the database asynchronously without having to refresh any part of the page, and we're going to do this by posting that value to a PHP file which we also are going to create in this episode. Finally, I would want to indulge you to please subscribe on this channel if you haven't, like our videos, share with like-minded people, make comments if you have any comments or questions or contributions, whatever. You make your comments down and I'm gonna pay attention to every comment you guys make. And finally, get on GitHub and download the source code so you can always tweak it and play around with it. Whatever you come up with, you can always send in a pull request. Let's see what you've been doing. Right, the link to GitHub is right below in the comments, in the description area of this video. So scroll down there and get on GitHub and do stuff. All right, let's get this bitch rolling. All right guys, I'm gonna open up our Ajax.js in order to do the JavaScript or the Ajax for our index page thus far. So right under this key up function or event, I'm gonna have another key up event which is specifically for our search text field, the one in our left hand side nav. Once a key gets pressed and released, we are gonna grab whatever gets typed or whatever is typed in the text box. We're gonna grab it and put it in this search term variable. So we're gonna go on to create a HTTP request and then also create parameters which we are going to post to the receiving page. All right, so we're going to pass in the search term which we received from our text field right here to the parameter, and right here we're going to open a file which we haven't created. We're going to send this post to that file once opened, and this file is the left hand side search.php. I think we should create that file. So I'm going to create a new file, save this as left hand side underscore search.php. Save. Now this is the file which is going to handle our post. So once our Ajax file posts to this file, what we're going to do is to check if there's a post. First of all, we should have connected to our database and check if there's a post on the file. We are going to grab the search term which gets posted, alright, which is these parameters which we posted alongside with our post request right here. So we are going to grab that search term and then check if the search term is empty or if it's just a space. If this is true, we're going to select everything from the database or from the table and limit our search to 5, or limit the results to 5. So in the case where our query or our search term is empty or bears no character or bears just space, we're going to pull out the following from the database without any where clause. We're just going to pull out the first 5 entries in our database. And so we're going to pull off the ID, the name, the avatar, category, staff counts, fans, post count, and share fields. We're going to pull these out and then echo them out in this format right here. So here we have our avatar, the name, category, staff counts, fans, posts count, and share count. But if our search text field has something in it, not just a space or nothing, we are going to, based on whatever was keyed into the text field, query out our database. So we are going to query the database, the table, select everything from the table where name is like whatever gets pulled out of the search text field, and then we do the same just like we've done in the first and before right here, and echo it out. I'm gonna save this and get back to our ajax.js file. So once we've posted to this on ready state, we are gonna set the response to this div response, which is the div which you created right here for our response right here. So we are going to echo out our response to this div. So I'll save this and we are going to head over to the browser, refresh, and then add some stuff to the database. I'm going to add, first of all, Ajax technologies, computer/technology. I'm fine with this. Email, say ajax@gmail.com, and password, we'll make it password, and create organization right here. Oops, we have an error. Come over to the database, organization. I'm gonna check the structure, and what do you know, our table is not updated yet. Oh wow. So I'll come over here and drop this table. Okay, before importing, let me be sure that the changes we effected was saved properly. If I can come over to the text editor, SQL, open this up, and then check the organizations table. I think our changes are properly saved, so I'll close this off and come back to the browser, imports, choose file, tables, organizations, and I'm gonna scroll down and click on the go button. I'll check the structure to be sure that here's this organization, to be sure that the changes we desire are effected right. Alright, so I'm gonna come back here and refresh this page, you submit, and cool, perfect. So let me add some more. Alright, I have sufficient. So now I'm gonna navigate to the home page, index.php, which is the page we just created. I hit enter and we have an error. Okay, I know what this is. We only have a folder for our organizations. I'm just gonna open this. Let's see, staff profile management system images. Okay, we don't have anything at all. Alright, and these are the two folders we're gonna be using: member logo and organization logo. I'm gonna delete this. So in here is gonna sit logos for individuals, and here organizations. Alright, I have this same logo as our default for test purposes right now. So if I can come back to the web browser and refresh, we still have our error right here, undefined index ID, index.php line 75. Session ID, the session wasn't created. Of course, we have to update our login.php file. So I'm gonna open up login.php right here, and we indeed have session ID, new organization, once the organization was created. This is the problem, ID was never created, so we have to fix that right now. What it entails is that we're going to requery this database and pick out the ID. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this and select stuff from TBL organizations right here. Let's say where name equal to org name, because that is a unique field, or we can do email, where org email. Copy this. We're going to select ID, limit 1. So break this down. So I'm gonna assign this query, this to a query variable. So right here, so we say for query as this, ID equal to this ID, and I'm gonna close my for each loop. Alright, now that we have ID, we can create our ID session. ID. Okay, I'm gonna save this, come over to the browser. I think we have to be logged out. All right. How did we come here? We create another organization. Let's say blueprints corporations. A category, just make this business. Email address, blueprints@gmail.com, and password create. Alright, so I'll still navigate to the index page, index.php, and our error is gone. That's cool. Alright, for the search which we did, our Ajax search, if I do not working. Alright, let's go check what the problem may be. Oh guys, I see where the problem is. Our post, our Ajax file is not able to locate this file which is supposed to post to, because the file is in the JS folder. We wrongly saved it. So I'm gonna open containing folder, I'll cut this, and then I would come back here and paste it in. Okay, and hope that it works as expected. Let's close this. So coming back to the browser, I'm going to refresh. Do we still have you here? And we are up and running. It's nice. If I type a Z, everything that starts with a Z comes up. S, everything that starts with an S in the database comes up, and that's exactly what we've done. Alright, and this is really nice. I must say that I'm falling in love with this system. It's now growing large and larger to be a social network. So let's just see how it goes. We'll keep working and watching things grow. Before we end this video, I'm going to go back to index.php and ensure that this guy is no longer here. Take this out and save. Alright guys, I would want to once again encourage you to go on GitHub and download the source code. The link to our GitHub page is at the description area of this video, so you just scroll down to your description area and you get a link to GitHub and the full playlist, of course. If you have any questions, you can always leave your comments down below. If you have contributions, go ahead and leave comments, and I'll be sure to pay attention to each and every one of your comments. Also, you can make your changes and send in your pull requests on GitHub. I would appreciate every input you guys make, because I also would love to learn from you. So I would really appreciate having you guys bring in your inputs. Go on and subscribe on the channel if you haven't. Like our videos and share with loved ones, people who are gonna find this information relevant. Go ahead and share with them. It's always a pleasure hanging out with you guys in this manner. I'll see you around. Cheers.